Did you see in the news, Howard Stern goes, I got the best of both worlds. He just renewed for another 3 years, but he gets to do it his way. Did you see that?
Yeah, let me swoop a little bit because I don't want to lose that hair. Like I'm trying to hold on to what I got up there. I did, Ron. People are going to be very, very surprised at my thoughts on Howard Stern signing for another 3 years.
I thought we were going back to SiriusXM. That's what you told them. That's what you told me.
I didn't tell you that, Ron.
I sold my timeshare already.
Ron, they hate my guts so much over there that they chose Sam Roberts over Opie, over Anthony, over Jim Norton, over Opie and Anthony, over Opie and Anthony with Jim Norton, over Opie and Jim Norton, over Jim Norton's solo show. That's how much they hate our guts.
Who's Sam Roberts?
Exactly, Ron. A backstabbing piece of garbage. And SiriusXM said, you know what? We don't need Opie. We don't need Anthony. We don't need Opie and Anthony together. We don't even need Jim Norton anymore. We got Sam Roberts. You don't even know who he is. All right, here's my thoughts, Ron. Here's my thoughts. Congratulations to Howard Stern. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Howie.
I'll tell you why.
Howie.
I'll tell you why. He's been holding SiriusXM hostage for 20 years. 20 years. Yeah. And he was able to do it again. This guy barely does a radio show. Barely. Okay? I took 2 days off this year, I think. This guy maybe does 20 shows. I don't even know how many. The number of shows he does at this point is absolutely insane. He just signed for another 3 years for stupid money. And he said something like, and I get more time off.
He essentially said, I just signed for another 3 years and it's the best of both worlds. I signed for 3 years, but I work less.
And I say good for him. The problem with SiriusXM is they and as a business model, it continues to work. Although they allowed Spotify to just pass Sirius by. You know, everything that's going on with Spotify could have been SiriusXM, but they don't have the brain power over there to figure out shit to push things into the future. But they've always had Howard Stern. So you got this management team over there, right? I worked with a lot of the middle management people. They stink. They're useless. They have nothing worth listening to whatsoever in their brains and the shit they come up with for SiriusXM. So, but they have Howard. So they all jumped on Howard's back 20 years ago. They continue to ride Howard out to the end. Howard will pretty much die on the air. And then at that point, SiriusXM will finally have to figure out what's next. So I say, congratulations to Howard Stern. You're still holding these guys hostage because they stink at trying to figure it out. Because if they had something better that they could have, put front and center, they would have. They would have moved on from Howard. I also know a lot of the guys around there don't like Howard Stern. But they're scared to talk to the guy even. That's how powerful he is over there.
Are you trying to say there was just literally nothing to replace him with?
Nope.
Nothing.
Still no. You know, I thought the it girl, Andy Cohen, would be it. Maybe the Call Me Daddy girl, maybe her numbers aren't as good as they were hoping for. I don't know. A Smartless, are they doing all right for Sirius? You know, they paid a lot of money for all those shows. The only reason they re-signed Howard is because they don't have anything else. So I say congratulations to Howard Stern for, holding them hostage another 3 years. Simple as that. And you get the honesty from me, and that's the problem. The people that want to say Howard's show sucks, it's not true. It really isn't. I mean, is it as good as it was 10 years ago? 15? No, of course not. But he's still getting the fucking job done.
Well, he's still getting the big name guests, and he does ask good questions.
Of course. But that's more. Howard signing another 3 years has a lot more to do with the management of SiriusXM, where they just can't figure it out without Howard Stern.
But let me ask you this. He just signed for 3 years.
Yeah.
what's the money look like? What does that look like in money wise?
Well, they keep dropping his money, but he doesn't need any more money. He just loves,
well, that's not the issue. But what are they offering?
I couldn't. I mean,
are we talking millions?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh really?
I would
millions.
I would be surprised if he's making less. Are you ready for this? I would be surprised if Howard, in this new deal where he barely is going to work, I'd be surprised if he makes less than $50 million a year.
50
yes,
million a year.
Ron, yes, I'd be surprised.
Is he even breaking 100,000 in numbers?
No. I don't know. I mean, when he tries to say he's talking to millions of people a week, that's not true. That's not even close.
He's not talking to millions of people.
No, but
there's no way.
Yeah, no.
Like Joe Rogan, I think is like at his peak is like 1.3 million, but he's not doing Joe Rogan numbers.
Right. Let me go to Hooga. How do you say your name, man? This early in the morning always look like A, so I don't know. Is it Hooga Fanter? Sirius has been hiring a lot of podcasters and paying them more than Howard. Why not pitch the Opie and Ronnie show? Because they hate
that's what I've been saying.
Because they hate my guts. Because people don't want to hear the honesty. I was the idiot that when things weren't how they should be, I was the one that had to act up and talk about it. And that's why I sit every morning at my stupid windowsill. All I had to do was shut my mouth and just play my part. I couldn't.
When's the last time you were at SiriusXM as being employed? 10 years ago?
Wow. I don't know. 7 years ago, maybe at this point.
So are those same people still there?
I don't know.
So who knows? Could be a new executives.
I don't know.
Opie and Ronnie's like the hottest fucking thing going right now. Look at us.
Just amazing. We got 27 people watching right now. We're on fire.
It's quality, not quantity.
No, the numbers were actually good today, Ron. But that's my thoughts on Howard Stern. Congratulations to him. I'm going to tell you, he doesn't suck as much as people would like to say. I'm not kissing his ass. I'm just trying to be honest about the situation. And I think if SiriusXM had real management over there that could figure out the future, they would not have made another deal with Howard Stern. But they have a business model where it's take care of Howard Stern and everything else will follow. But the problem is that Spotify just rocketed past you. And that should have been Sirius. Sirius had new media all to themselves, and they allowed all these other entities to pass them by.
Hold on, I'm a little confused for the novice people. What do you mean Spotify flew by SiriusXM? Like
Spotify,
like they took over the market?
Spotify is king.
But king of what? Like podcasting, music, what?
Everything. Ron. I want to focus on Spotify than getting a deal with SiriusXM. If you want to know the truth, Spotify, you talk to anyone under the age of, God, I don't know, 40, probably 40. They listen to Spotify over SiriusXM. Simple as that. It's the app is way better. They curate shit for you. So if you're a big Allman Brothers fan like me, all of a sudden there's a million Allman Brothers, playlists that you can check out where it's Allman Brothers songs and other songs that are kind of like.
Are you on Spotify now?
Yeah, we're on Spotify. We do all right.
Oh, all right.
We do all right.
Okay.
I believe we could even be heard on the SiriusXM app in their podcast section. I believe we can. I think.
Right.
I think.
So we're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere, Ron. We're everywhere. So congratulations to Howard Stern. I know that's a surprise for people, but I don't blame Howard. I mean, he's held those guys hostage for a long fucking time. I don't know how they pay for him. I got to be honest with you, man. He's got a huge staff. Robin doesn't make, shekels. She makes a very decent salary. I know he keeps Baba Booey down. I know he does that. He keeps his salary pretty fucking low, and Gary Dell'Abate had just fucking ate it for decades. And the sad part about boy Gary, and I know he watches these things from time to time, he could have been a star in his own right. He's very articulate. He knows how to run a show, but he allowed Howard to just keep him down for decades. When I was at SiriusXM, this says everything. At this point, Boy Gary was already working for Howard for well over 20 years, right? And me and Anthony, we parked nice, right at the building, nice. And all we had to do was go upstairs, right? And I saw Boy Gary like walking down the street, and we were cordial toward each other. I'm like, where the fuck are you coming from? And he basically said that he parks like all the way down near the river because it's cheaper. Howard Stern's producer had to park pretty much in the river every day to try to save bucks because Howard never took care of that guy properly, and he was a brilliant producer. My God. So there you go.